Quiz time! Now that we have completed the short story The Last Lesson by Alphonse Daudet, we are going to solve 50 MCQs. So are you ready for it? For every question, you will get 10 seconds time to think, and that shall exclude the reading time. So let's start. Question 1. France was afraid of a scolding by dash. Option A, Hausa. Option B, the Prussians. Option C, the Germans. Or option D, Hamel. So who was France afraid of? Your time starts now. Very good. France was afraid of a scolding by Hamel. Number 2. Hamel was their dash teacher. Option A, German. Option B, French. Option C, British. Or option D, Prussian. Correct. Hamel was their French teacher. Number 3. Hamel was going to question them on dash. Option A, participles. Option B, articulation. Option C, modulation. Or option D, history. Them here refers to the students. Correct. Hamel was going to question them on participles, the French participles, French grammar. Number 4. France was a dash lover. Option A, language. Option B, literature. Option C, mathematics. Or option D, nature. So what did France love? He was a dash lover. Hurry! Correct. France was a nature lover. He loved to seek for birds. He loved to slide in the Saar. So he was a nature lover. Number 5. The birds were singing in the boundaries of dash. Option A, the school. Option B, the town hall. Option C, the forest. Or option D, the sawmill. So where did the birds chirp? Yes, the birds were singing in the boundaries of the forest, the woods. Number 6. The dash soldiers were drilling in the meadow. Option A, Prussian. Option B, British. Option C, Irish. Or option D, French. So which soldiers were drilling? Drilling means they were exercising in the meadow, the open grasslands. So who were they? Very good. They were the Prussian soldiers. The Prussian soldiers were drilling in the meadow. Now number 7. Prussians were the natives of Dash. So from which country did the Prussians belong? Option A, Alsace. Option B, Prussia. Option C, Berlin. Or option D, Lorraine. They were the natives of which country? Yes, they were the natives of Prussia. Now coming to question number 8. The Prussians had defeated France in Dash. Option A, 1870. Option B, 1780. Option C, 1807. Or option D, 1708. Which year did the Prussians defeat the French? Correct. The Prussians had defeated France in 1870. Number 9. The German states were led by Dash in the Franco-German War. Option A, Germany. Option B, Italy. Option C, France. Or option D, Prussia. So who led the German states? Correct. The German states were led by Prussia in the Franco-German War. So now quickly answer number 10. The Franco-German War is also known as Dash. Option A, Franco-Prussian War. Option B, Franco-Italian War. Option C, Franco-Berlin War. Or option D, Franco-Alsace War. This war that took place in 1870. Very good. The Franco-German War is also known as the Franco-Prussian War. Now number 11. France lost the war because they were Dash. Option A, misled. Option B, overconfident. Option C, unprepared. Or option D, not patriotic. So what was the reason behind France's defeat? Outstanding! France lost the war because they were unprepared. Their army was not prepared for war. Number 12. In the sawmill, dash are cut. Option A, timber. Option B, clothes. Option C, stones. Option D, papers. Correct. In the sawmill, you have timber cutting. That is the cutting of logs, cutting of wood. Number 13. The bulletin board was put outside the dash. Option A, school. Option B, sawmill. Option C, town hall. Or option D, forest. So where was this notice board? Correct. The bulletin board was put outside the town hall, and all the sad news, it came from that particular notice board. Sad news for the French people. Number 14. The Prussians colonized the French for dash years. Option A, 2. Option B, 3. Option C, 4. Or option D, 5. So for how many years had the Prussians colonized the French? Correct. The Prussians colonized the French for 2 years. Number 15. The commanding officer refers to the dash officer. Option A, French. Option B, Prussian. Option C, Irish. Or option D, Italian. So the commanding officer belonged to which nativity? Correct. The commanding officer refers to the Prussian officer because Prussia had colonized France after the Franco-German War, which took place in 1870. Now number 16. Watcher was a dash. Option A, mayor. Option B, postmaster. Option C, apprentice. Option D, blacksmith. So what was watcher by profession? Very good. Watcher was a blacksmith. That is, he used to work with iron goods. He was a blacksmith. Number 17. Franz met Watcher on his way to dash. Option A, the town hall. Option B, school. Option C, home. Or option D, the Tsar. So when did Franz see Watcher? Correct. Franz met Watcher on his way to school. Watcher was there observing the notice board that was put outside the town hall. But Franz, he was on his way to school. He was late to school. Number 18. Watcher was accompanied by dash. Option A, Hussar. Option B, the former mayor. Option C, his employee, or option D, the postmaster? So who accompanied Watcher outside the town hall? Correct. Watcher was accompanied by his employee, his trainee, his apprentice when he was reading the bulletin board outside the town hall. Number 19. I thought he was making fun of me. He refers to dash. Option A, Hosser. Option B, Watcher. Option C, M. Hamel. Or option D, France. Hurry, this is easy. Correct. Here he refers to Watcher because France he was late for school. Watcher said he had plenty of time, and that is why France should not hurry on his way to school. That is when France thought that Watcher was making fun of him, making fun of his being late for school. Number 20. That day, school was as quiet as dash morning. Option A, Sunday. Option B, Monday. Option C, Tuesday. Or option D, Saturday. Because remember, in normal days what happened? There was a great bustle in school, a great noise, a huge commotion. You had banging of desks, but that day everything was still. Everything was quiet and silent. So France compares that day to a dash morning. Which morning? Correct. He compares that day to a Sunday morning, a holiday. Now 21. When France entered, M. Hamel spoke dash. Option A, harshly. Option B, rudely. Option C, kindly. Or option D, angrily. So what was his reaction to France's entry? Incredible! When France entered, M. Hamel spoke kindly, very gently. Now 22. Which of the following is false about M. Hamel's attire? Option A, he wore a green coat. Option B, he wore a frilled shirt. Option C, he wore a black-blue cap. Or option D, the little cap was decorated. We are talking about his last lesson. How he dressed up and came to deliver his last French lecture. Correct. He wore a black-blue cap is wrong. It was not blue in color. It was simply black. Now coming to question number 23. M. Hamill wore the embroidered cap on dash days. Option A, festive. Option B, prize. Option C, regular. Option D, weekend. So when did he wear this cap? This little black cap? Correct. He wore it on special occasions like prize days and inspections. Inspections for examinations. Number 24. Who among the following did not attend the last lesson? Option A, Old Hosser. Option B, the former mayor. Option C, the new master. Or option D, the former postmaster. So one of them did not attend the last lesson. Who was he? Absolutely correct. It was the new master, because the new master was supposed to come tomorrow, the next day, the following day. Number 25. Dash had brought an old elementary book. Option A, the former postmaster. Option B, Franz. Option C, Hosser. Or option D, the former mayor. So we are nearly halfway through to our quiz. So hurry! Good! It was old Hosser who had bought an old elementary book, an old primer. Number 26. Hosser placed the primer on his dash. Option A, hands. Option B, knees. Option C, head. Or option D, the table. So where did he place the book? Very true. Hosser placed the primer, the elementary book, on his knees. 27. Hosser placed his dash on the primer. Option A, hands. Option B, pen. Option C, fingers. Or option D, spectacles. So the primer was kept on his lap, on his knees. On top of the primer, on its open pages, Hosser had placed something. What was it? His hands, his pen, his finger, or the spectacles that he wore? Correct. He placed his spectacles. Number 28. M. Hamill began his last lesson in a dash tone. Option A, grave. Option B, angry. Option C, gentle. Or option D, both. A and C. That is grave and gentle. Correct. It is both grave and gentle. Grave means in a very serious tone, and gentle means in a kind voice, soft voice. Number 29. French would be replaced by dash in schools of Alsace. Option A, Italian. Option B, German. Option C, Roman. Or option D, Greek. So French would be replaced by which language? We all know this. Correct. French would be replaced by German in schools of Alsace. 30. The order to replace the language, that is from French to German, came from dash. Option A, Berlin. Option B, Lorraine. Option C, Alsace. Or option D, France. So from where did the order come? You are right again. The order to replace the language came from Berlin. Now the final 20 questions. 31. In his last lesson, M. Hamel wanted the students to be dash. Option A, absent-minded. Option B, carefree. Option C, attentive. Or option D, rowdy. This is very easy. So what sort of a feedback did M. Hamel want from the students? Correct. In his last lesson, M. Hamel wanted the students to be attentive. He wanted them to devote their attention to the lesson completely. 32. Franz skipped his lessons to go to dash on the Saar. Option A, climbing. Option B, sliding. Option C, drilling. Or option D, praying. Correct. We know that Franz was a nature lover and the Saar river is perfect for sliding. So, Franz skipped his lessons and he went sliding on the Saar. Sliding means he went there to perform water activities. 33. Cranky means dash. Option A, foolish. Option B, attentive. Option C, patient. And option D, bad-tempered. M. Hamel was cranky. So what do you understand by cranky? Correct. He was bad-tempered. In the very opening you see, Franz was afraid of his scolding. Moreover, M. Hamel had a ruler with which he banged the desk, and that created commotion in the classroom. Now 34. M. Hamel had served as a teacher, a French teacher, for dash years. Option A, 20. Option B, 30. Option C, 40. Option D, 50. So for how many days, how many years did he serve as a teacher? Excellent! He served as a French teacher for 40 years. Now 35. M. Hamel was a teacher in dash. Option A, Alsace. Option B, Lorraine. Option C, Germany. Or option D, Berlin. So where did M. Hamel teach French? Correct! M. Hamel was a teacher in Alsace. Number 36. M. Hamel referred to the dash as fellows. Option A, students. Option B, villagers. Option C, Prussians. Or option D, the Frenchmen. Good! M. Hamel referred to the Prussians, the colonizers, as fellows. Number 37. France's parents wanted him to work on dash. Option A, his grammar rules. Option B, his gardening skills. Option C, a farm. Or option D, sliding on the Saar. So what was his parents' expectations from him? You are insanely good. France's parents wanted him to work on a farm. And if not a farm, then a mill, a factory. 38. M. Hamel gave a holiday when he wanted to go dash. Option A, gardening. Option B, fishing. Option C, praying. Or option D, sliding. So what did M. Hamel enjoy so much that he gave a holiday in school? Beautiful! M. Hamel gave a holiday when he wanted to go fishing. 39. Which of the following is false about M. Hamel's opinion on French language? Option A, the clearest language. Option B, the forgotten language. Option C, the most sensible language. Or option D, the most beautiful language. Correct. It is the forgotten language. M. Hamel said that French was most beautiful, it was the clearest and most logical, that is, most sensible language. Number 40. M. Hamel conducted his last lesson with too much dash. Option A, frustration. Option B, patience. Option C, annoyance. Option D, guilt. Correct. M. Hamill conducted his last lesson with too much patience, too much tolerance. Now the final 10 questions. 41. Language is a key to their prison. Prison of what? Option A, guilt. Option B, nothing. Option C, slavery. Or option D, both. Option A and option C, that is guilt and slavery. Correct. It was a prison of slavery. Slavery by the colonizers, the Prussians. So language is a key to the prison of slavery, prison of enslavement, because it gives you the freedom to express your thoughts. Number 42. The grammar lesson was followed by dash. Option A, recitation. Option B, history lesson. Option C, articulation lesson. Or option D, writing lessons. So after the grammar lesson, what was the next lesson taught on the final day of school in French? Correct. It was the writing lessons. Now coming to question number 43. But nobody paid any attention to them. Them refers to dash. Option A, the flags. Option B, the new copies. Option C, the cooing pigeons. Or option D, the flying beetles. Very good. It is the flying beetles. The flying beetles, they came inside the classroom when the last lesson was being delivered. And that is why all the attentive people, they paid no heed to them. Number 44. The little ones drew dash. They were tracing something. Option A, M. Hamill. Option B, fishes. Option C, fish hooks. Or option D, flags. What were they tracing? Very good. The little ones drew fish hooks. Now number 45. M. Hamill wrote on the new copies in dash hand. Option A, round. Option B, straight. Option C, flat. Or option D, smooth. What sort of a handwriting did M. Hamill have? Yes, M. Hamill wrote on the new copies in round hand. What did he write? France Alsace, France Alsace. Now 46. The dash tree in the garden had grown taller. Option A, casuarina. Option B, almond. Option C, walnut. Or option D, chestnut. So which tree had grown in the garden outside the classroom? Very good. It is the walnut tree. Now number 47. M. Hamel had planted the dash plant in the garden. Option A, walnut. Option B, hopvine. Option C, almond. Or option D, chestnut. So he had planted a tree by himself. So which plant was it? Very true. M. Hamel had planted the hopvine plant in the garden. Hopvine is a climber plant, and so it grew so big that it reached from the windows to the roof of the house. Now number 48. M. Hamel's dash packed their trunks because they were going to leave. Option A, mother. Option B, wife. Option C, friend. Or option D, sister. Hurry, hurry. Very good. M. Hamel's sister packed their trunks. Now the final two questions. Number 49. Dash joined the babies during French articulation. Option A, the villagers. Option B, France. Option C, Hossa. Or option D, the former mayor. So who joined the babies when they were learning the modulation of French grammar? Right. The old Hossa joined the babies during French articulation. Now the final question. Vive la France, something that M. Hamel wrote on the board when he left. So what does this mean? Vive la France means dash. Option A, goodbye France. Option B, long live France. Option C, end of France. Or option D, cheer up France. So what is the English translation of Vive la France? Excellent! It is long live France. So you have brilliantly answered all 50 MCQs. So I want you to write your scores in the comment section below and check the description for long answer solutions and explanations to this short story as well as other texts. And if you found this video to be useful, please subscribe to my channel till I come up with my next video. So till then, happy studying English. Ta-ta!